Hello everyone, welcome to this video lecture. In this video lecture, we have to see the subject name is Business Statistics in the topic of measures of central tendency. In this slide, we have the measures of central tendency and dispersion, different types of averages, functions of an average, characteristic of an average, merits and demerits of arithmetic mean, median, and more. What are the functions of an average? To facilitate quick understanding of complex data. For example, it is impossible to remember the marks scored by 60 students of a class, but it is easy to remember the average mark. To facilitate comparison, measures of central tendency reduces the mass of complex data into a single figure. For example, average monthly sales of a shop A compared with shop B, sales comparison becomes quick and easy. Next, we have to see to know about the universe from a sample to help in decision making and to establish the mathematical relationship. An average becomes essential when it is desired to trace the mathematical relationship for different groups. And we have to see the characteristics of a typical average. What are the characteristics? It should be rigidly defined so that there is no confusion with regard to its meaning connotation. It should be easy to understand. It should be simple to compute, and it is based on all the items, and it should have less sampling stability. Next, we have to see the different types of averages. One is arithmetic mean, we called as A dot M, and median, symbol of median is capital M, and mode capital Z. Arithmetic average is also called as mean. It is the most common type and widely used measure of central tendency. Arithmetic average of a series is the total of the values divided by their number. There are two types of arithmetic averages. One is simple arithmetic average and another one is weighted arithmetic average. Next, we have to see the merits of arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean is the simplest measurement of central tendency. It is easy to understand and easy to calculate and used in further calculation, and it is rigidly defined. It is based on the value of every item in the series. It provides a good basis for comparison. And arithmetic average can be calculated if we know the number of items and aggregate. Its formula is rigidly defined. The mean is the same for the series, whoever calculates it. It can be used for further analysis and algebraic treatment. The mean is more stable measure of central tendency. Next, we have to see the demerits of arithmetic mean. The mean is unduly affected by the extreme items. It is unrealistic. It may lead to a false conclusion. It cannot be accurately determined even if one of the values is not known. It is not useful for the study of qualities like intelligence, honesty, and character. It cannot be located by observation or the graphic method. It gives greater importance to bigger items of a series and lesser importance to smaller items. Next, we have to see the measure of median. Median is the middlemost frequency density. Median is the value of the item that goes to divide the series into equal parts, one half containing values greater than it and the other half containing values less than it. Therefore, the series has to be arranged in ascending or descending order before finding the median. Next, we have to see the merits of median. What are the merits? It is easy to understand and easy to compute. It is quite rigidly defined. It eliminates the effect of extreme items. It is amendable to further algebraic process. Since it is a positional average, median can be computed even if the items at the extreme are unknown. Median can sometimes be known by simple inspection. Its value generally lies in the distribution. Next, we have to see the demerits of median. What are the demerits of median? Typical representation of the observations cannot be computed if the distribution of the item is irregular. Where the number of items is large, the prerequisite process, that is, arraying the items, is a difficult process and it ignores the extreme items. In case of continuous series, the median is estimated but not calculated. It is more affected by fluctuations of sampling than in mean. We have to see the measure of mode. Mode is the value which occurs the greatest number of frequency in a series. Mode is defined as the value of the variable which occurs most frequently in a distribution. The symbol for mode is capital Z. The merits of mode are it is easy to understand as well as easy to calculate. In certain cases, it can be found out by inspection. It is usually an actual value as it occurs most frequently in the series. It is not affected by extreme values in average. It is simple and precise. It is the most representative average. The value of mode can be determined in an open-end class interval without ascertaining the class limits. It is next we have to see the demerits of mode. What are the demerits? It is not suitable for further mathematical treatment. It may not give weight to extreme items. In a bimodal distribution, there are two modal classes and it is difficult to determine the value of the mode. It is difficult to compute when there are both positive and negative items in a series and when there is one or more items or zero. It is stable only when the sample is large. Mode is influenced by magnitude of the class intervals. It will not give the aggregate value as in average, which are the demerits of mode. And there are 7 demerits of mode. In nutshell, we learned different types of averages. What are the averages? Arithmetic mean and median and mode. Mean is nothing but arithmetic mean is nothing but average and arithmetic mean is the total of the values divided by their number and the symbol for arithmetic mean is x bar and arithmetic mean is denoted as the a dot m and median is the middlemost frequency density and the symbol for median is capital M and mode is the maximum frequency density and the symbol for mode is capital Z. Next we have to see the different kinds of or different functions of an average. What are the functions of average? And we have to see the characteristics of an average. What are the characteristics? And finally, we have to see the merits and demerits of arithmetic mean and merits and demerits of median and merits and demerits of mode. These 3 type of measures are very important in measures of central tendency and dispersion. There are another two measures, geometric mean and harmonic mean, also in the this measures of central tendency, but we have to see that three types. Thank you.